What up, though, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Eazy from Speakeasy Sports. What up, though? I just want to go live, man. I wasn't doing shit. I didn't need to do stuff like this more. I need to do stuff like this more often. I need to practice. I could use the sparring rounds on the mic and whatnot. I do have a guest coming in though at some point. My man Big Jim from Bo Talks Podcast. If you guys love conspiracies and I love him speak on the show, like the narrative and stuff like that, what it is. But he will be tapping in to chat some MMA. We are also going live later tonight at 10 p.m. for all the people who watch MMA with MMA Island and Life of Jur. So make sure you tap into that. So we got two people in the building. What up, though? I definitely, though, while I was live and maybe before or after Big Jim comes on, I did want to talk about my Detroit Lions, man, because this things is heating up, man. Heating up in the head coaching candidacy and even at the GM spot. I had I don't call it heated. We had a little, maybe call it, no, it wasn't heated. We had a back and forth. That's what I say. I had a back and forth with my man Luke G. And what up, though? In school, man, Devin, you be wilding, bro. Devin, you really out here wilding, bro. What up, though, Devin, man? Thanks for tapping in, man. Hey, tell your friends, subscribe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get the whole school on that wave. I'm playing, don't do that. I'll probably get in trouble. But no, I just want to talk about like the head coaching candidacy and the same thing, the GM spot. We had a discussion or back and forth, as I was saying, with like what comes first, the GM or the head coach. And I'm in the camp of you bring the GM first. I think that's like how traditionally it's been. I understand, I guess, like, or maybe it wasn't even that. I think the question we were given was, would you rather have the experienced head coach or the experienced GM? And in my opinion, I'd rather have the experienced GM. I think time and time again throughout the history of the NFL, not even just recently, that you get coaches that are coordinators, or even college coaches. They come in and they do well. They do well as an NFL head coach. I don't necessarily think that you need an experienced head coach. What up, though, Nicole? We can talk some Pistons down the line too, man. Great Brad Holmes, Ed Dodge, the GM position. Yeah, man. I'm not even familiar with Brad Holmes. I ain't go front. I can look him up though. Matter of fact, I will. Let's check him out. Brad Holmes. Guy that I want is Ed Dodge, though. I like Ed Dodge a lot. I like the fact that the Colts organization, you saw them go through a situation where they lost a generational talent in Andrew Luck. And yet here we were this year in the thick of it all, the playoff. They had a double-digit record, a win record. I think for them to lose Andrew Luck and be able to bounce back as quick as they did without having to pick up a first-round talent, I respect that a lot, man. And they built the team, too. That's the other thing, too, is like football is a team sport. You need pieces everywhere. You need the running backs. Obviously, you need a run game. You need an offensive line to aid your run game. You need a defense. Those are those are the three biggest pieces to me if you want to be successful. Pistons are playing the Bucks tonight. Yes, that is no bueno. The Pistons are, let's check up on the Pistons. Let's see what's popping off with them real quick, too, because I know we had some issues, Killian. I know people want Saban Lee and whatnot, and want Sekou Doumbouya. 2-8, baby. Hey, I'm with it though. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we should have expected, bro. It's easy. Speak easy, baby. What up, though, White Belt? You can tap in too, man. Just let me know. I'll shoot you a link. Actually, when Big Jim comes on, we're gonna be talking some MMA stuff, so you're more than welcome to hop in. But as far as my Pistons, Jeremy Wilson, trash. Who the Pistons? The Pistons are for sure trash. I can't deny that. But that's what we expected this year, man. Like, I've said this time and time again, and I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but like real shit, we are a fucking like. There's so many new people on this team. There's 12 new faces on what originally was supposed to be a 15-man roster. So like, yeah, we're gonna be bad because not only that there's no chemistry there, but they're also like brand new to the NBA. These guys are like touching like the NBA floor for the first time. Shout out to Dapper, my man. Oof, Dapper in the building. What up, though, baby? But Ed Dodge, the guy I want for my GM for my Lions. The coaching, I can't fucking speak on coaching no more, bro. I really can't because I was so sold on Matt Patricia being the guy, and that just wasn't the case. It was not the case at all. So it is what it is at that point, man. But we have beaten the Suns and the Celtics. Ooh, my man, that with the oof. Your team, one of the ones who caught, you know what I'm saying? They caught a body on us. I did not expect that. That's what I'm saying. There's potential here with the Pistons, man. Like, we beat the Suns. We beat the Celtics. Those are two quality teams. I will say the Celtics game was at the New Year's, and motherfuckers probably out drinking, partying, popping every bitch you wish you had. You know what I'm saying? While they're here in Detroit with that home game. But nonetheless, the Pistons came out and they won. Definitely inexperienced. And for them to do that, that shows promise in this team. I respect what you're saying. Shout out to my man, Jeremy Wilson, Life of Jer. Like I said earlier, guys, we'll be live tonight discussing MMA with him and MMA Island. That shit's for the culture too, bro. Like, I ain't trying to like big up myself or like sound like I got a big head, but I'm saying between Life of Jer, MMA Island, and Speakeasy, I feel like MMA wise, okay, we kind of popping. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? For like, we kind of on the come up. You know what I'm saying? Someone out of the three gonna pop. It's gonna happen. MMA Island's close. So they got 50,000 followers on Instagram. Both quality teams, especially the Suns now. Yeah, man. Let me check the Suns record. I am kind of curious to see what's going on with them, man. And this really is no directional like with this live, man. I just wanted to go live and talk shit. Like I said, I could use the sparring rounds on the mic. This is something I want to do as a career. It's the Suns record. Just give me the last couple games. I could do that too. The Suns are currently 7-4. And in the fourth place in the West. Look at these Western Conference standings. I'm kind of curious. Bro, I think I got kicked off from YouTube, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I took a little break from paying attention to shit. Like, I was watching, but I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to set like shit up for when we came back to YouTube. Lakers number 1, Jazz number 2. So here's the thing. From 2 to 4, it's all 7-4. Tied. Some teams like in the same basket. Let's say, I mean, obviously, I think the Clippers would probably be the best out of that bunch. But we expect to see the Suns there. The Mavericks in the 6th spot, 5-4. That's an ugly record for that team. We definitely expect to see more out of them. The Warriors and the Spurs. The Nuggets, bro, 5-6. That shit's kind of crazy. The Pelicans, too, 4-5. Yo, they were supposed to be better this year. These teams are supposed to be better for sure, man. But nonetheless, man, I think my man, yes, sir, Jimmy, we going live, baby. I sent you the link, baby. All you gotta do is hop on the Instagram on your PC or whatever you're doing from the studio and just hit that link and join in, man. I'll be able to add you onto the stream. If you didn't, maybe I know sometimes I'll be fucking up. So let me make sure that I sent that too. Oop, I just clicked on the wrong button. See, I told you I'll be fucking up sometimes. I sent you the link on IG. Big Jim in the motherfucking building, baby. And I'll send you it again just to make sure we got the right one. But Jim, bro, we're talking some MMA. I know some people get pissed. I literally lost subscribers when I came on. I came back from the hiatus talking MMA. Motherfuckers started unsubscribing and shit, commenting on the videos like Pistons. Pistons? Shout out to Pistons fans, man. Fucking diehards. We gotta be out here. We haven't been good in a long time, but it truly is. Like, obviously here in Detroit, we're hockey town, so like we have the franchise of the Red Wings, but I've never really been into hockey. I wish I was. I've tried. I definitely could try harder. I will admit that. But for me, it's all about my football, my basketball, and now MMA. MMA is surely taking, like, I guess, control, like the steering wheel of my fandom for sure. I think it's partly because with the NFL and the NBA, it's not directly like their fault, kind of. It kind of is, but the officiating, bro, like in these leagues, it's crazy. It's crazy how the outcomes of these games are determined by like other actors that aren't the teams themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could have a referee, like, obviously my Lions get fucked over all the time. And I could sit here and I could bitch about that till I'm blue in the face. But just to open up the horizon of it, so you guys know I'm not just like a salty Lions fan, the Saints and Vikings game where the flag was picked up. There was no flag even thrown on the egregious ass pass interference call. And that shit was atrocious. And there's been like moments like that too. Like, and even more specifically, like with shout out to Jerry Wilson, the Lions are trash, so it is their fault. That too, but as a history of Lions fans, bro, you guys, if you're NFL fans, you know the Calvin Johnson rule. Like, it's called the Calvin Johnson rule, the catch rule. That shit became a hot topic after Calvin Johnson caught what would have been, in my opinion, a game-winning touchdown against the Chicago Bears. And the fact that the referees turned that over, and you know what I'm saying, like that, when shit like that happens and it just deters the outcome of a game, it takes it out of like the team's hands, and it's like questionable like that. That's when I get pissed, and that's what steers me towards MMA, because MMA, fucking mano y mano, man. It's two motherfuckers, man, and they're going at it. Sometimes it's bad stoppages. I'll admit that, but that's way less likely than there is going to be a bad call when you're watching an NFL game. There are even a couple bad calls this year for the Lions. It's that time of the day again. Fuck the Eagles. My man White Belt MMA says he's also a New York Giants fan. If you guys don't know, so he's definitely sick over what transpired in Week 17. That was disgusting, man. And I'm glad. I know he didn't. I know Doug Peterson didn't get fired because of that, but I'm glad he did get fired because like something had to happen, bro. I think the league's investigating him too. Maybe I'm not sure. That's another guy that's talking about my Lions hiring. To be honest with you, I don't. Coaching, bro. Like I said, I can't speak on it, bro. We were sold a bill of goods. We were told we were getting the fucking. We were getting Matt Patricia. And that just wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all, man. CJ is better than Rice. Yeah, I said it. 49ers. Okay, that's what I'm saying, baby. It's true. It is true. Like it is. People can't deny it. I would say Rice obviously, did it longer. I love to get on today, bro. Depends on. Let me know, man. Hey, White Belt, I'm real shit, man. I'm gonna get back on my shit. I've been fucking back on the grind, back in the jits gym. You know what I'm saying? And I think me, you, and Hulk need to meet up at the IBJJ this year or next year, whenever it is. I'm 100% down. That shit would be super dope. I'll fucking we'll vlog squad it, bro. And Nate Ghost in the building. Is that Christian McCaffrey in that picture, bro? That's what's up. Hey, shout out to Christian McCaffrey, too. Fucking representing all the white athletes. Motherfucker out here like a white Reggie Bush. I see you. Christian McCaffrey's the truth, man. I root for guys like that because, like, when I see a white dude doing, like, shit like you don't usually see him doing, it's kind of dope to see. It's fun to root for. Shout out to Christian McCaffrey. All the Donald Trump supporters' favorite football player. I'm just kidding. Bro, he should get investigated for that blasphemy in my Stephen A. voice. Blasphemy. Blasphemous. I'm down. Let's set it up. 1,000%. If you can, White Belt, let me know when that's going to be. I'm waiting for my man Big Jim. What's going on? Where you at? I'm about to ask him. Where you at? Anybody else want to tap in too, man? Let me know. I'll shoot you the link. I know, Jerry, you chilling. You want to hop in? I know we're going live tonight. We say that for the night. We can say that for the night. I'm not going to lie. But my Detroit Lions, man, some hot topics, man. I wanted to talk about this on the DSA last night on the Detroit Roundtable, Detroit Sports Alliance, DSA. Make sure you guys follow that on YouTube. Find it wherever you can. But we talk Detroit Lions, obviously. I talk about our Detroit Lions. I couldn't make it to the beginning of the show because I was at the gym doing the jiu-jitsu. But there were some good questions on the panel that I wanted to speak on. Someone that talked about the reopening the GM spot to Ed Dodds after previously stating they finalized the list. I didn't know that was the case that they finalized the list. I don't think that's something you should ever announce because Ed Dodds was a guy who was obviously still available. I'm glad we got the interview in with him. I hope that's a guy that we land. That's the guy that I want at the GM spot. Like I said, coaching, I can't call it, bro. I can't fucking call it, bro. We were sold fucking. Hey, Nate Ghost say, hey, Rogan gonna get beat in Madden. I'm sorry, bro. It's not gonna happen, bro. I watched that game. You got beat by 60 at some point too, man. I know. But shit, man. Hey, Jerry, you jump in if you want, man. There's no structure to this, man. I'm just live and babbling. This shit's just live with Eazy. I was pointing to the wrong thing. Yeet. All right, I'm back. They called on me. I had to look at disordered mic sound on YouTube real quick. That's so funny. Oh, so you're doing virtual schooling. That makes sense. I'm thinking like you're in class. Like, shit's so different nowadays, man. Shit is way different. But Ed Dodds, that's the guy I want the GM candidate. The head coaching thing, you never fucking know, bro. People say they want an experienced head coach. There's an example of that right now in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Not even Oakland anymore. Vegas. Vegas got their experienced head coach in John Gruden. And look where that's going. They're literally worse. And they gave him control of like who they want in the GM and all that shit like that. Like literally worse. You know what I'm saying? That situation literally worse. And then you look at the situations with new head coaches, inexperienced head coaches, guys like Sean McVay. You have Kyle Shanahan. I'm sorry, not Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan of the 49ers. Fucking Mike Vrabel with the Titans. Like, you don't need an experienced head coach to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, head coaches come from coordinator positions. Like that's how it works. That's how, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how they evolve. That's how they get better. So an experienced head coach isn't like a need. It's definitely not a must. Do I want somebody who could rebuild a program? I've heard that being said, tossed around here locally for the Detroit Lions. Yeah. But again, we've seen it without that too. Like again, I'll point out Sean McVay fucking doing an excellent job with the Rams. Granted, having Aaron Donald probably helps, but Jared Goff isn't the greatest quarterback. I'd say Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback than Jared Goff, and he's getting dubs with him. And you know what I'm saying? You want to talk about the run game? Okay, he got rid of Todd Gurley. You know, at the time, one of the best running backs. So like the fact that he survived that, still thriving, like let's find a guy right there, bro. Who he got lucky? I don't know who you're talking about. Who got lucky? Oh, Arogi. Arogi did not get lucky, bro. He fucking put the hands on him. Brad Holmes, I'll be happy. I would like John Dorsey too. I think that's a name that people are looking over. I don't know why he's like not a hot name. Ozzie Newsome, maybe. So that's where Brad Holmes from. He's a young Ozzie Newsome, but like I credit Ozzie Newsome for the shit he's been doing, bro. I can't really give it up to anybody else, to be honest with you. I still rather have Ed Dodds or John Dorsey. But, I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's sweet. Dan Campbell reminds me of Mike Vrabel. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though. What up, though, Dr. Detroit? Was good, boy. Shit, man, we're just Salah, Jeremy, like Vajer, our residential 49ers fan. What's going on? Oh, got to get the laptop. Phone isn't working. Oh, I got you. Sorry, I was reading the text from Big Jim. Talking about the Lions, like head coaching vacancy and whatnot, and GM spot, kind of everything. But yeah, good coaches, man. Like I said, like bam, there you go. Stafford is better than Goff, 100%. Like I agree with that. Dan Campbell, if I'm not mistaken, that's the offensive coordinator for the Titans, right? Or is that no? That's something Smith. I'll look him up. I'll do my research, as always. Salah, I like that. Here's the thing with Salah. I don't know where he stands as a coach, but I know that he's from Michigan. He's from Dearborn, which is like the Detroit area, and I feel like he would come in with some fucking like passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has like a reason to like want this team to be good because it's his home team. It's his favorite team. Like fucking, he's gonna give it his all. You know what I'm saying? And if we get him on the same page as like a GM, kind of like again touching on Sean McVay when he was with the Rams, and he was like, "Fuck it, let's go all in. Give me Jalen Ramsey. Give me fucking Brandon Fowler or CJ Fowler, whoever the fucking defensive end was, or Aaron Donald, Dominican Sue. Like that's the passion I feel like a Rob Salah would bring. But I can't speak on the head coaches again because I was also a guy who thought Patricia was going to be the answer, and he was a fucking terrible hire. That was a terrible. He's not. I don't understand. Like just from like watching his press conferences and whatnot. Maybe it has to be because he was boys with our GM. I can't think of his name right now too, but the fucking like there's like certain things, certain qualities you need as a leader, especially a leader of men, grown ass millionaire men. Like and Patricia didn't have that. Like I didn't at any point like see that as a leader from him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to speak on him because he's gone. I ain't gonna speak on too much in the past and whatnot, but Dr. Detroit. So Campbell was from the Saints, the Saints offensive coordinator, I'm assuming. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be mad. Fuck it. I think he's doing a good job. He's doing a really good job. I will say this about the Saints, though. The Saints been popping for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I think even before Dan Campbell. I don't know if Dan Campbell was there when they won the Super Bowl and whatnot. But hold on real quick, too. I'm going to look up Dan Campbell. I'll see what's good with him and where he's been and whatnot. A closer look at Dan Campbell. You guys want me to read online? You want me to see when we fuck everything up? I'm just kidding. I'll read his specialty though. Actually, these are quick though. NFL job log. After 11-year NFL playing career, okay, I like that. Campbell began coaching in 2010 as an interim for Miami. He was promoted to tight ends coach the following year and held at that title for the Dolphins till 2015. Campbell was named interim head coach in 2015 in Miami after Joe Philbin was fired. What was his record? Campbell led the Dolphins to 5-7. Damn, that's not bad. As an interim head coach, he's been the assistant head coach, the tight ends coach in New Orleans. Okay. You know what? I like that. That resume. I like that resume. Dan the man, the can, the taxi man, the van, the fan of Speakeasy Sports. What a dude, Dapper. Don't forget my Pistons beat your Suns, though. Just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, I was also Patricia lost his way. That's what I'm saying. So, like, and this is the thing too is like you see again, like speaking on like Patricia being bad, we see the same note where uh Sean McVay or I think it was even granted they haven't been to the playoffs since, but Arizona's head coach. I can't think of his name right now, but he was supposed to be a guy coming straight. He came straight from college as an NFL head coach, and people were expecting him to be fucking like terrible. But like he's okay. He's doing all right. You know, they're not the greatest. Brad Holmes, the main reason the Rams drafted the Aaron Donald and Todd Gurley. Damn. Okay. Okay, Devin. The facts. See, that's why I like doing this. I like having these discussions. My friends not fans like you, like me. I don't have friends no more. Salah, Patricia by manhood. 1,000%, bro. I heard Salah's hanging. No, I'm playing. No, for real. Patricia was on some like some weird shit, man. I think he was trying to establish like dominance as a leader or some shit when he was like acting the way he was, but like that's just not a quality or trait of a leader. You don't pick on people. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like you elevate people. That's what a leader does, bro, especially coach. Yo, let's see. Breaking news. I didn't read it yet, so I'm gonna read it live with you guys. Breaking news. Rockets keeping Harden away from team until a trade is done. Weighing best offers from the Nets and Philly. That's a motherfucking, that's not a Woj bomb. Devin, that's a Dev bomb. Because you the one who brought the news here. That the Rockets about to get ripped off on a trade, man. It's always a shame when these stars be sitting here fucking like throwing fists and shit like that because it depletes their trade value for other franchises, man. But shit, guys. Speaking of trades, Kyle Kingsbury. Yes. Cliff Kingsbury. That's what it is. I am going to trade in this comment, though, for another human. I'm going to add in my man, Big Jim.
What up, buddy?
Oh, you're not Big Jim. Dad's Big Jim.
Dad's Big Jim. That's all good.
You still look like you could be a Big Jim, though.
Kind of, a little bit.
How tall are you?
5'10". 5'10".
It's not small. See, you could be Big Jim.
Bro, I like this little setup that you got going on, man. This is cool. Where'd you find this live stream thing?
My boy Ben from BS3 Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just, bro, it's just super dope, man.
This is fucking clean. You sent me this link. I'm definitely gonna sign up for it now for sure.
Hey, you got it, man. Because like, bam, and toe. Shout out to him. I want to go on his show one day. Eazy from MMA. That's fucking dope, man. Devin 99, Slim Jim, man. He could be Bo too. Star Wars fan. There we go.
That's right. There we go. Just got done watching episode 1. We're gonna watch episode 2 last night. Tomorrow.
You know what's better than Star Wars?
What? Oh! Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. What is this? Thanos. Marvel. Yeah. It's like it's the same universe. They got bought by the same people.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Where do you rank those? Like, who's better, Marvel or Star Wars for you?
Me personally, I'm definitely more of a Marvel fan, but I do like Star Wars because okay. So funny little quick story. We were watching Phantom Menace last night, and I was telling my wife, I was like, you know what's crazy is. Bro pulled a hamstring.
Show off my ashy ass tattoo.
You know what's funny is I remember watching I believe it was Empire Strikes Back, which I believe was released in the early 90s, maybe late 70s. Yeah. And when I was watching that, I was my daughter's age. She's 5, going to be 6 soon. And then I thought about it, and I was like, fuck, when I saw that movie at that time was 20 years old. You look back at it now, it's almost 50 years old.
It's fucking crazy, bro. I think that's why I couldn't get into it, because like when I'm watching it as a kid or like whatever age I was at that point, it was like fucking like I'm saying like shit's way better now. You know what I'm saying, like the graphics and like the digital, like whatever. And I think that's why obviously it was easier to fall more in love with Marvel.
Oh yeah.
Would you be mad they redid it?
Which one? The original Star Wars?
Yeah, just like all the old ones.
I don't think I would personally be mad, but
I know some people would be pissed.
Oh yeah, some people will lose their fucking shit because they're already having type of feelings for the movie anyways. So if they're gonna redo them, they're some way, shape, or form they're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, it's not gonna be different. But like, as someone who wants to get into Star Wars, I hope that they do.
Well, have you seen the Mandalorian?
Nope.
Oh, if you want to get into Star Wars, watch that.
Bro, I've been like trying to keep myself like out of and away from all of it because I want to watch it. I want to like digest it as you guys did. You know what I'm saying? From like the first movie to however else it went. And shout out to like all those franchises too, because I know motherfuckers be making fun of Star Wars fans and Marvel fans and Game of Thrones, but like that shit's good as fuck, bro. Like that's why people get nerd out on it because it's fucking
Game of Thrones is one of the best TV shows in the world. If Breaking Bad could show titties and say fuck, that would take over Game of Thrones, and I'm putting a stamp on that one.
Yeah, I fucking like that quote. I think the description: if Breaking Bad could show titties and say fuck, Dragon Ball over both of them. Man.
Which one? The original Dragon Ball? You got DBZ, you got Dragon Ball Kai, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT. Which one do you want?
Damn, see you with the shits. I never fucked with Dragon Ball, bro. I was always like a sports kid, and like I just couldn't get into like the I like drawing them though. When I was a kid, I like drawing them.
Here's the thing: I only know the names. I've really only seen Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, hey, that's enough credit to make it sound like you knew what you're talking about.
There we go. I can fake the funk.
Yeah, 1982.
19.
Damn,
that's when it came out.
Yeah. Devin Nice says Endgame's great, bro. Endgame had motherfuckers crying. Star Wars done that to people? Did Star Wars make motherfuckers cry like Marvel has?
I don't think so. No, because I definitely teared up on Endgame for sure. When Downey Jr.'s little daughter was like, "Love you 3000," I was like, "Huh."
The shit that got me was fucking. What was the one before that? What was that one called?
Infinity War.
Infinity War. And the only reason why it got me too is I had my stepson with me. And when Spider-Man died, bro, he was so broken. He was like, wait, did Spider-Man die? And I was like, it's a movie. But to see him like affected by like a movie, like because he's like 10. He fucking barely has attention span to fucking like finish picking his nose. You know what I'm saying? So like for him to grab a concept of a movie and for it to move him to tears, I was like, damn, like that's some good shit, man.
Yeah, that's a great Marvel
have a theme park. Hey, no, they grow. Hey,
correction. See now you got some nerds in here that are going to start going back and forth. There's a correction. There's Marvel Campus, which was at Bugs Life, which was at California Adventure. They've taken out Bugs Life, and right before Corona hit, they were going to open up and do Star Wars or Marvel Land, kind of like how they did Star Wars. But Corona hit and no one's been there since.
Damn. Well, I hope they do that shit because it'll be fucking lit. Dragon Ball Z, Gohan, baby.
Gohan.
See, I'm gonna catch up these comments and I'm gonna get into your ass about that Eazy stuff, man.
Okay.
The whole Dragon Ball universe better than both of them. Broly. I know Broly's a beast. My favorite dude was Majin Buu. Yes, Luke just came back and watched the reaction videos from 2 weeks ago. Easy. I got Dr. Detroit. Add me on Instagram if you can. Send me what you're talking about. I'm not 100% sure. Crying all day. I'm gonna watch. I want to see what you're talking about. But shit, man. Let's get into what we were talking about, man. Israel Adesanya versus not Glover Teixeira. Fucking Jan Blachowicz.
I'm not happy about that, man. I'm not.
Yeah. Explain your beef.
Okay. My whole issue is, and I listened. Shout out to Dub Jelson and John Fitch. I listened to that podcast and I was like, man, John Fitch is making some great fucking points. One of which being that the the UFC is becoming the new WWE. And what he meant by that, at least from what I took it as, was all Dana White, and it's not even for Tita Brothers no more. It's some other dudes over here in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, all their WME group.
There you go. All they're trying to do is make money fights, which is why they're putting everybody up against fucking. Basically, that's why they're having fucking Izzy fight him. Yeah. Oh my god, this is so irritating. The dude just won a fucking title. Okay, when has anybody ever won a title, with the exception of DC, to skip over the whole ranking system? He just won against Dominic Cruz. If anything, there should be a Dominic Cruz too with Jan. If not, then Glover Teixeira needs to fight him because Glover Teixeira has been climbing the fucking ranks for God knows how long. Izzy's just making the jump so that there's going to be a money fight with Dana White but behind it, and it's fucking stupid. It's like putting The Rock up against fucking Stone Cold right now. They're just looking for WrestleMania big fucking numbers, which this fight will not bring big numbers. I promise you. If they have Glover in there and dude, he won his last 4 or 5 fights by a landslide. He beat the shit out of people, and Jan's been knocking motherfuckers out for God knows how long. Izzy, yes, he's a great fighter. I'm not gonna put him down. I'm not gonna talk shit on him. But wait your turn, bro. There's a man who's been climbing the ranks respectfully to get that title shot, and Dana White's even said, or Glover even told Dana on his last fight, he's like, "Listen, man, I'm 41 years old. Don't make me wait anymore." And the issue with him waiting is 2 things: either he's going to fight right now against a person who he's probably already beaten, and then wait until September for the outcome of these 2 with the light heavyweight title. And then in the process of waiting until probably September, he's going to get injured because he's old, and he's not going to have that shot.
Man, you can't be throwing all these extra variables in there like that.
How is that extra variable? That's a thing that's going to happen.
He can wait for the shot. But here's the thing: is like
he's waited long enough, bro.
This isn't no WWE stuff. Israel Adesanya is an undefeated middleweight champion. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like and this is like, I'll agree to the point like they're making money fights, because I never thought that Peter Yan should be fighting for that bantamweight title. I thought that was complete bullshit. And I 100% agree to that. But in this aspect with Israel Adesanya, it's not that, bro. Because this kid's great.
I'm not, but like I said, I'm not doubting him. He's a phenomenal fucking fighter. I give him props when he fought Spider, bro. He fucking, I mean, Spider's a legend in the game, and he picked him apart like he was a fucking rookie.
Yeah, it was fun, and yeah. And the thing too with Anderson Silva is like he can still strike, bro. He's just not as fast or as, you know what I'm saying, as he used to be. But Izzy outstruck him. You know what I'm saying? He did what he does better than him. So Izzy's a fucking phenomenal fighter. That he's like, when you're the fucking undefeated champion of like the weight class, like you're allowed to fucking fight for the belt. It's not a big thing. And for Jan, here's the other thing too with this. This fight was scheduled before Glover was making a claim for like a title shot. Obviously, everyone's making a claim for a title shot, but before Glover had like a undisputed claim for it. You know what I'm saying? Like this was a fucking,
I don't think so.
Blood, sweat, and tears, and motherfucking building life for Jared. What up, though, man? Should I tag you in, or you want to wait to have this discussion until tonight? We're going live with Life of Jared and MMA Island tonight too on YouTube.
Oh shit, there you go.
But what was I even saying? Oh, this fight was in talks before Glover could even make a claim to that title shot. You know what I'm saying? Like before Santos happened, before he had that great performance in which he got fucking rocked twice in, by the way.
He did. And but he definitely came back from it. But my point is that he can come back and make a fucking fight. He can come back and knock someone the fuck out. A good example with his performance too is Lionheart when he fought Anthony Smith. Bro, he fucking dominated him.
Definitely dominated Anthony Smith. I'll be the first to say, all due respect to him, I think he's like I don't know him personally, but he seems to be like a great person, Lionheart. But is he really like top tier, like fighter? Like
I think after he fought John, he kind of, and again, same thing. No disrespect towards him, no ill will. But after he fought John, his confidence level, at least from what I've seen, went down.
And I don't even think it was that too, because like me personally, I thought like watching it. So the same way you're bitching about this title shot right now,
I'm not bitching.
Whatever. This is like, yeah, undefeated, super fucking young. Like he deserves this. Like if you know what I'm saying, just as much as Jan. I guess if it's a different division, yeah, but like he's been knocking out top tier guys. But that fight with Anthony Smith fighting John Jones, that fight wasn't a fucking one to make. He knocked out Rashad Evans and Shogun Hua, who are like 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the wins he had before that title shot.
True.
Shout out to Jer. He said Anthony is legit, which he is good, but he's not top tier. Like he didn't. I don't want to say he didn't deserve shit. That's disrespectful, but he didn't belong in the ring with John Jones, and I think we saw that. He was
I think
completely
at that
outclassed.
time, yeah, at that time, it was definitely it definitely showed. It definitely
And the
fucking
guys he
showed.
beat to get there, even, you know what I'm saying, weren't even like top tier guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I'm with you. It is like a WWE type shit, and this is like a business, and this does make sense to do, though. It's fucking, you're undefeated. Because here's the thing, too. This is what the WWE, see? Maybe they are. This is what the UFC wants. They want Izzy to win, so you can keep calling out John Jones. Because if you guys heard in all like the previous interviews from like last year beforehand, he's always said 2021 Raiders Stadium in Las Vegas.
I mean, trust me. I mean that'd be great. That'd be really cool to see. I have really two big issues. One, obviously, being that they're skipping over Glover. That's already said and done. Two,
skipping over him. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yes, they are.
This was before that.
Oh my god, damn it! Two. There's the ranking system itself. I'm not even worried about anything else, but the ranking system itself. Like, there's people who I think can definitely jump up and fight for that belt. Let's just skip over Glover. I mean, there's plenty of people that are in the light heavyweight division that can fucking go in. You got Glover as one. You got Reyes. What's the other guy? The one that fucking throws kicks. Alexander something. Alexander Razik. Is it Razik?
Oh, you talking about the newer guy?
The newer dude. That guy's been fucking mowing people down. Now, granted, he's only had a few fights, I think, in the UFC too. But let Jan defend his title within his division at least once. If that don't work, and if he does win, then make that fight. It only makes sense.
It don't make sense, man. This makes so much sense. If this guy, because Izzy could be a 205er. And then he
probably walks around at 205, yes.
Because here's the other thing, too. Factually, Jan's a champion. I can't deny that. But, like, if we're looking at like true champion, like fucking, like, he's an interim champion. That's John Jones' division. You know what I'm saying? John Jones left the division because it's been weak. It's been bleak. It's been boring. Izzy comes in. That's a fucking fight. That's a guy you want to see John Jones fight, in my opinion, at least. And I'll fully admit, I'm an Israel Adesanya fan, bro. I think the dude's amazing. Yeah. He's one of my favorite guys to watch. But I think that's why, and obviously the UFC is rooting for this too. I think that's, I don't know, man. I think it's just good, obviously, for the company and for the division. That division's kind of dead, bro. You couldn't even name, you just tried to name a couple guys, and like, it runs thin, you know?
It runs a little thin, yes. But I mean, when you have such a, and that's the other thing too, and I think that's what John Fitch was saying in Dub's podcast is, you have all these big fucking name fighters that you're putting everybody up against, whether it's two big names, but the lower named people are, they're being pushed to the side when they're fucking making phenomenal fights. Like, what's his name? He's starting to come up. He's actually fighting this what the fuck do they call him? Baby Khabib. He fights in Khabib's camp. I can't think of his fucking name now.
Oh, I know you're talking about Ankalaev.
That's the one. Yeah,
he's a beast.
He's a beast too. But before that, before he started making a commotion, he had what, 2 fights to his name, 1 or 2 fights to his name.
Yeah, I do want to add one more person to the panel.
Bring him in.
I see him getting situated. You look at a 4-year-old man trying to get his camera ready. We get that shit right, Jer. My man, Life of Jer. What up, though, baby?
How's it going, John? How are you?
What's up? What's up,
man? How are you? Hey, turn your phone sideways if you can. They'll put you on landscape. Boom. There we go. There we go.
That is fucking. It's weird. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. So, man, I saw you in the comment section. I can't read and argue at the same time. So, go ahead, speak your truth. What was on your mind during that whole little discussion there?
What were we talking about at the moment?
Oh shit, MMA Genie in the building. About Izzy getting the. Do you have another? Are you playing us in the background or something? Can you mute the other video if you got it going?
For me, I don't have anything going, but I don't know.
There's like a feedback or something that.
Hold up. Is that better?
Yes. Let me talk. Yes.
There was a
Wait.
I'm in Alberta, so it's like -30. So you know, for any Americans out there, I'm in Canada, -30 supposed to fuck. So that's why that fan was going. So, but yeah, fucking the difference is I think Izzy's like just on another level, bro. Like Jan's lost a few matches, you know what I'm saying, and Izzy's just destroyed people. Like Costa, everyone's like, oh, that's gonna be a close fight. He destroyed him. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's past. Like even like I've got if you were dropping tomorrow with Brad Tavares, and in that moment, like a year and a half ago, I thought Brad Tavares was gonna get shot, bro. I was like, oh, he's ahead of the schedule, bro. Like Brad Tavares is a G. He's like, too much experience. Izzy destroyed him, and from there on, everyone he spots, he's destroyed.
Yeah.
And like made it look easy is a thing, and that's why he's deserving of a title.
Easy, baby.
Everything's like easy, like see easy.
I get it, but that's I guess my whole argument to this whole thing is the fact that they're, in my eyes, if I'm fighting to get to the top podcast, all right, let's just use podcast for example. If I'm fighting to get to the top of the podcast list, if I'm gunning for Joe Rogan, right? You got Joe Rogan, you got who's another big podcast name? H3H3. Those are the two big hitters, right? Well, H3H3 is running for number one, and I just come out of nowhere and I go up against Joe Rogan.
That's not the same.
It kind of is. Think about it.
Because there's divisions with MMA and whatnot. Like that's the argument. Is like Izzy's not in this division, right? But
he's still jumping over an entire
ranking of podcast. You deserve to be there, no?
Yeah, of course. But you have to work hard to get to there.
And Izzy's a great. You know what I'm saying Izzy's a great fighter, so he deserves to be there. It's not like I could understand it if it was like, and getting all disrespect to Peter, however you say it, Peter Jan. Like that was the guy who was like, yeah, it's like there's no E in there. It's like Peter, you know, Peter Jan. But like that's an example where I would bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is some WWE shit. You just want him here because he's been knocking motherfuckers out. But with Izzy's like he's a champion and he's been knocking motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? Like the credentials are there for this like to happen. Plus, I mean, obviously there's a business part of it too, but like I don't know, bro. Like
I don't know. I think
I'll tell you what, do this for me real quick. Name me Glover Teixeira's last three opponents. If he's so deserving, like just give me the people he's beaten his last three fights.
Thiago, what was the other one? Or no, not Thiago. Yeah, Silva.
Thiago.
Yeah, Silva, Lionheart, and then the other one was it was I'm thinking about Derek Lewis.
See? But Izzy's last three fights, we could tell you. He's fighting, you know what I'm saying? He's fighting the cream of the crop.
Who did he fight?
It's a tough line again, though. I respect what Glover's done in his whole fucking career, though. But I understand. I respect what Stylebender's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like to what you're saying, bro. I respect everything Glover's in his whole career. Like, career-wise, deserves it. Present moment, that's how we work. It's style, and Stylebender's got it. You know what I mean? It's like that's who you want to fucking talk to. It's like that's who you want to watch. Stylebender. You want to watch him walk out. You want to watch him fight. And it's nothing against Glover because career-wise, stats-wise, fight-wise, everything. He's a dog, bro. I respect Glover every time in life, but he's never been that guy you want to watch. I mean, like for me, like I remember, like 2006, he was like Chuck Liddell's protege, and that's what I was hyped about that. That's Chuck's proteges coming out of the pit. You know what I mean? But he never kind of delivered on that hype past that. And like he's always hung around that top 5 friend his whole life, but he never eclipsed that killer. Like I remember like Glover being that guy that couldn't get that visa against Sokoju in 2007.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, that's true.
Couldn't get that against Sokoju. And then Sokoju ended up fighting he ended up fighting against fucking Ricardo Arona and Pride. And he destroyed Arona and then blew that name up. But it was like that was that chance to beat Glover to take that Sokoju fight, you know? It's like, and so he's always been that guy that's been on the fringe, deserving everything. but never had that one win past that. If that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah,
even
makes
though
sense.
he's dominated the last couple of years, but you need to have that one win that just elevates you, and he hasn't got that in my mind.
The other thing too, I would say too, like to the greatness of like the sport, if we want like as fans of the sport, because Izzy's not a guy who's just there off the hype of his name. He's fucking amazing fighter too. Do you not want fucking John Jones versus Israel Adesanya? You know what I'm saying? Like the two undefeated like guys, like is that not the fucking like and this the path to it, you know?
You want John on the juice or off the juice?
Off the juice. I want to see him get his ass beat.
Okay, then yes, I would love to see that fight. I mean, they've been calling each other out back and forth. You know what fight I don't want to see?
His mom
is that was
bro. I almost lost respect for Izzy on that one. I was like,
that's unclaimed territory. You don't fucking go there.
Yeah.
Ever. I don't care.
His mom passed away too? Like, bro.
Yeah, that's not
cool, bro.
But the fight that I don't really want to see is John Jones and Francis. I don't want to see that. I
kind of want to see that one too.
One of two things will happen. Either John is going to get blasted into oblivion from a right hand, or Ngannou's going to fucking. It's probably going to be like when he fought Stipe. He's going to go around and just start picking them apart left and right.
Jared, what were you about to say? Are you still there?
Like I said, I think literally Francis starts his job. Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you. I think we're like delayed or some shit. I think that's what's going on right now. Hey, do you have a computer, a laptop, or some shit, Jeremy?
Yeah.
You want to hop on the stream through there? There's a lot of echo. We got people commenting and shit like that.
Yeah, we're all been loud up too much.
Yeah, hop on the laptop real quick so we get rid of the echo. Oh, you know what it is? I think your headphones aren't hooked up too. That could be it too. Do like the go to the settings and make sure like it's like the sound and mic is like on the actual headphones or some shit. I was just saying because we got someone commenting about the echo. Motherfuckers claiming ear rape. Well, I don't want you raping nobody on my show, Jer.
I think that's probably worse now.
No, actually, this is better.
Clear.
That's crazy. Yeah, you'd think the headphones would be better.
Sure. I'll log in the laptop. You guys hook up. See in a bit.
All right.
Okay. That's actually better.
Yeah, it actually was. It was black. I think for him, it was echoing on his phone or whatever he was on. Okay. But in the headphones, it sounded clearer to him.
I know exactly what happened. I know when people go on the mobile, it like fucks up without headphones, but his headphones were just like fucking up.
All right. So I have a question. I have a question, and I just saw this, and I kind of been doing a little research here and there. And this is forgive me if this is a touchy subject, but it is one that I am curious about. What's her name? Fox. Something Fox. She's a transgendered fighter.
Oh shit, where are you going with this one, man?
Well, no, I was talking to my wife about it, and we were kind of going back and forth, and there was a video that popped up on my YouTube yesterday, and the title of it was transgendered females are dominating women's records or something like that, something along those lines. And a lot of the women that are in these sports are saying, you know, it's cool, you know, if people transition and they come over to the sport, that's great. The only issue that they're having is that they're growing up to be, you know, men, and then eventually not transfer. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah.
Women, trans.
Yeah,
women.
they trans over to women. So my question is, do you think, which I'm totally for, having a separate division, not even separate?
Absolutely, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Don't fucking, bro. If I have a daughter and I'm raising her to wrestle and like jujitsu, and you know, you fuck with jujitsu too. Oh yeah, it's a perfect scenario. Yeah. Daughter raised jujitsu. She's killing it. She's doing really well against girls. born girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you see some fucking like 6-pack, fucking muscle bound bitch who's not, who's like claims or what? Not the claim, identifies as a girl.
Right.
Beat the shit out of your daughter in a fucking match because
it's gonna be bullshit, and it sucks because there's a lot of people tiptoeing around certain things like this, and that's why I kind of want to bring this up because I know you talk. I mean, this is your show, and I don't want to blow you up or anything like that, but it's sports, and after seeing that, I was like, fuck, dude, that's. And again, I'm all for it. Like I know people who have transitioned. That's the word I was looking for. Transitioned. Transitioned. I know people who are in LGBTQ. Hell, fucking cool people. Legit cool fucking people. What's up?
Devin 99 said, thanks for the idea. I'm going pro in basketball after all.
That's a good one. But I think there should be, like, if they're like a league, whether it's football or fucking baseball or fuck even hockey. I don't know. Just I think they should be allowed to play, whether it's in their own division or. But see, when you're going, it's an issue when you're going up against other women or other men, vice versa. Because I think one of the regulations that I think the Olympics are trying to do, start is that you have to meet a certain gene level. I'm not educated in this, so don't fucking blow me up, people. Sorry. But you have to meet a certain level of whatever this gene or blood type, and that will determine how your body is with testosterone and hormones and all this other stuff reacts against other women. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think that would be cool if like UFC, PFL, fucking Bellator, even someone creates their own league of transgendered fighters. That'd be fucking dope.
No, 1,000%. That's like fucking Crown. I'm not gonna say it. I get so much shit if I said that. I'll talk some shit about a fighter, but no, that's the way to do it, bro. A pro dropped 64 in my high school. After that, my hoop dreams were done. Damn, man. Well, if you transition, just put on a wig, go hoop for the female league. You know what I'm saying? You might get you some. All the female hoopers are mad as fuck right now.
Oh yeah, they are. I mean, there's a lot of people.
That's 1,000% bullshit. That's 1,000% bullshit.
I mean, these women are busting their ass day in and day out to make these records and to be the best in their division that they can. And then, I mean, Joe Rogan said it best, and I listen to him passively. I'm not like a diehard Rogan fan, but he was like, these women work to get to the top of their level, to have a guy who was mediocre in his division then transition and then shatter all of their records and blow women out of the water who've been busting their asses to get to where they're at.
Someone said Brittany Griner already. Would they come out? She like do some shit. She does like very manly and speaks very manly. But I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think it's bullshit. I think it's like disrespectful to women as athletes to do that. And I know it also may sound sexist because like men are like, it sounds like we're saying men are like superior or whatever.
I'm not saying that at all.
Genetically, though, like we are fucking stronger, faster. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, it's like when that's what happens. Like, yeah.
That's what they were talking about in that video. Fallon Fox, that's the MMA fighter. Fallon Fox. And that's the other thing that you just brought up too. Excuse me. Men grow up, and yes, men and women are different. There's no getting around that unless you're fucking Gabby Garcia, the fucking jiu-jitsu fighter. Have you seen her? No. Holy shit. She looks like a fucking bro.
Is it like a cyborg situation?
She's bigger than Cyborg, bro. Like height and fucking muscle mass. Gabby Garcia. So anyways, yes, a lot of men and women are born differently by their bone structure, their muscle density, all this other stuff. And it does give men, a bigger advantage of running or swimming or whatever the case. But what I'm saying is it's an unfair advantage to then use that advantage to then go into a completely different division and then dominate that division. And I asked someone this at my day job, and they were like, "No, you can't discriminate against transgendered people like that." And I told them, I'm like, "We're not discriminating. You're making your own league, right?" That's
that person had a problem with having their own transgender league.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
I agree. That's the whole reason of that movie with Tom Hanks.
Bro, in factuality, you're not a fucking girl. Let's keep it real. Like, I'm sorry. Hashtag not sorry, but you're not a fucking, like, you're not, like you just said, physically fucking a woman. It's like you shouldn't be competing against other women. You should be competing with people in the same realm as you. That's why there's fucking weight divisions in MMA. You know what I'm saying? In boxing. You know what I'm saying? You don't have fucking Francis Ngannou fighting the lightweight. You know what I'm saying? That's just fucking, like, he would knock his fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, can you imagine if he fought fucking Triple C? He'd kick him through the goddamn cage.
Yeah. I'm saying that's fucking like crazy. Men also carry less fat and burn fat faster. Yeah, because women naturally fucking hold on to that shit. They're fucking, like, you know, nurturing creatures. It's just, I didn't make it that way. But shit, they said don't let cancel culture see this. Hey, real shit, when I say crazy shit on my show, I don't give a fuck, because, like, if people are rocking with me through that shit, I want people to like me for me. So if they're rocking with me through, like, cancel culture topics and whatnot, then I'm good. Then I have to get canceled later. You know what I'm saying? If I keep it real from the get, then I can't get canceled later, because they're like, oh, this guy's been on that tip. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how Andrew Schultz. Yeah, Andrew Schultz is like the perfect example of that. You know what I'm saying? He's always been wilding out. So you can't cancel him. It's like he's gotten to this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, being the same dude.
He speaks truth too, and that's why everybody respects him. Like, when he's like, when he's talking about, there was a video I saw on, I think it was YouTube, when he is talking about animals, and there's a Asian woman in the crowd, and he was like, "Well, where do you come from?" She's like, "I'm from the Philippines." He's like, "Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do they have dogs as pets over there?" And she like coughs, and he's like, "Okay, point proven. Thank you."
Speaking of shows and come-ups and whatnot, I did not give you the opportunity or chance to shout out your podcast at all yet, man. Do you want?
Oh, thank you.
What you got going on?
Yeah, absolutely, man. For everyone listening and or watching, please go check out Bo Talks, the name right there, Bo, B-O Talks, Talks, with Big Jim. It's a podcast that I do with my dad. We do a lot of different things. You've been on there plenty.
Don't watch my episode.
We talked about the what was that? There you go. We talked about the Stanford prison experiment. We talked about a lot of true crime, like a few unsolved murders. The most recent one that we talked about was our New Year's special, and we got fucking hammered on that one, bro. So oh my god. Yeah, we had two females on there, Amanda and Cassie. Shout out to them.
Yeah. No, hey, I have a question, because I've tried telling people about your podcast before, and I've misspoke on it beforehand. What is, like, the theme, or, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I think I called, like, a murder mystery thing, and you're like, no, it's not that. It's
not necessarily a murder mystery or
what is it? Like, how would you? Yeah,
it's literally the title. So, okay, let me give you a backstory of how this whole thing started. Right, I've always been fascinated and always loved talking. I just love to fucking talk, even if it doesn't make sense or if I'm just talking out my ass. Well, my wife one day,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there you go. My wife one day, she was like, "Dude, you talk so fucking. Why don't you just have a podcast?" And I was like, "Good point." So I looked into what to use, or how to make a podcast, and then I thought, okay, well, what can I name it? Well, everyone calls me Bo. That's my nickname. So I was like, okay, well, my family used to call me Bo Knows, because I used to have a shirt that said Bo Knows, which was reference to Bo Jackson.
Yep.
And so I was like, Bo Knows? Nah, what about, okay, Bo Talks. Because I just like talking. So then eventually had a few episodes, and then my wife said, well, why don't you put your dad on there? I was like, why? She's like, because you guys go and talk for hours and hours on end. I was like, good point. Good point. So literally this entire show was thanks to her. So that's why the show is called Bo Talks with Big Jim. And it's literally Thank you, man.
I like your show. There's not many like indie podcasts, like not big podcasts that I ever even give a chance to check out. But yours is one that I'm definitely glad I did because I do fuck with it. And like,
thank you.
Because you guys talk about some interesting shit. I originally thought you were like a themed horror and murder stuff like that. Because like when I tapped in, that's what you guys were talking about on the episodes. And there's a couple episodes like that too. You had like some creepy shit, some crazy ass stories. I was like you did one. I think the one that got me was there was that lady who was pretending to be like a kid or an aunt or some shit.
Yes.
They had the fucking kids locked up in the basement and they're feeding them through cages and shit.
Yes.
That was fucking crazy, bro.
So
go ahead. I don't even know what it was.
That story is the Morova family. Now, basically that movie that story, that real life story inspired the movie The Orphan. Now, if you've seen The Orphan, the little girl, she basically is a little person who just wants to get fucked. She's a 35-year-old woman trying to be a 12-year-old girl. That's what this story was. This woman posed as a girl, manipulated the minds of two sisters to physically, mentally, and sexually abuse one of the sisters' two sons, so the aunt and the mom. And then it got to the point where, which I just found out recently, by the way, apparently that young girl or that woman who manipulated everybody apparently was in a cult, and there was more people who were doing this shit to those two kids.
Is she dead now?
No, bro, that's the crazy part. She's still alive and fucking.
Someone's got to get her to like write a book or like a fucking like to get that cult story too, because like,
dude, it's nuts.
There's even more to it. Like there's some shit she probably went through in that too that I want to know.
Yeah. So there's that story. I mean, I literally have a list full of shit that I want to talk about, like a lot. We even talked about the Aurora shooting in Colorado recently, or not recently, but the Dark Knight shooting.
That shit pissed me off.
Yeah.
And they all piss you off, but that one was the first one to resonate with me. I was like, that fucking pussy, bro.
Yeah. Did you see the photos that I put on there?
I did. I don't like seeing that shit. I don't even want. I'm gonna change the topic because it just fucking makes me like mad and shit. Fuck Jeffrey Dahmer movie. I still haven't seen that movie, but I remember as a kid, my grandma used to always scare me about him. When I was like running away too far or some shit, she'd be like, Jeffrey Dahmer's gonna get you. Like, now I'm thinking back, I'm like, Grandma, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Grandma told me you were gonna eat me and shit.
Yeah, there's one. I think it's on Hulu right now, either Hulu or Amazon, but it's called My Friend Dahmer, and it's basically telling the story before he kills his first victim. Yeah, and you could see his fucking mind and the way it goes. It's fucking trippy, dude.
Dude, bro, the stories, his fucking like the fact that he killed as many people as he did, and fucking ate them, bro.
Ate them, saved them, saved their heads in a fucking
dicks.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro?
Did you know? Okay, speaking of dicks, this is a totally different topic. Did you know? So everyone knows about that whole car bombing, right? Over in Tennessee, right?
Yeah,
that was on Christmas. Does anybody know?
I kind of went low radar.
Does anybody know about the cannibal that ate the guy in Detroit?
Wait, what?
On Christmas?
What?
Yeah.
I don't watch the news. No, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. So apparently this guy, Kevin Bacon, and I've done a little bit of the research. It's not Kevin Bacon, the actor from fucking Footloose.
That's what I was thinking immediately when you said that.
This dude, Kevin Bacon, went on Grindr, which I guess is the Tinder for gay guys.
Okay.
And he met up with some other dude at this shady. First off, the whole situation, just based off the one picture that I saw on this news article, was shady as fuck. Long story short, Kevin Bacon goes out, meets this guy on Grindr. He lets everybody know, kind of like how I guess everyone does now. You drop your pin or drop your location so you know if shit happens, someone can come find you. Did all that, and the guy was missing for like 2 or 3 days. No one could find him. I'm locking my doors. And what ends up happening is they end up finding someone turns his phone on or something like that, and they find his phone at this abandoned house. And when they come in to not abandoned, but this old rundown house, when the police come in for a welfare check, they find the dude that he met on Grindr literally eating his genitals. and the dude had him strung up by his ankles and cut him down the middle.
Oh my god! Wait, they walked in on that?
Yeah.
Like the action, like he was actually eating
Like
this fucking.
he was upside. Imagine me upside down, right? If I'm like this, he was split down the middle up to his neck, and the dude had already cut off and started eating part of his genitals.
That was in Detroit.
That was in Detroit, bro. If I'm not mistaken, Detroit or Wisconsin or something like that. Yeah, but somewhere in your area.
What do I type in? Like, is that on Christmas?
Look up Christmas Cannibal or something like that. Yeah, Christmas Cannibal, Kevin Bacon.
All right, so who is Kevin Bacon the guy that got 8?
He's the one that got 8. He's a white dude. I think he was bald with blue eyes. That's the picture that I saw.
Of course, he's a white dude. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, that's our podcast, man. We talk about crazy shit, and it's not always crazy shit either. Like the very last. Yep, that's the one.
Did you talk about this already on the podcast?
No, I was going to talk to my dad about it.
I'm from Michigan. You should have me on, bro.
Let's go.
I just want to say that Michigan man accused of cannibalism sued in new case straight out of a horror movie. Wait, he's sued? Should he just go to fucking prison? Why is he getting sued?
Let's find out.
All right, so Michigander who is. Do you want me not read this? Should we say this for your show?
No, I've been trust me. I've been waiting to talk, man. Trust me.
All right, a Michigander who is accused of killing 25-year-old Swartz Creek man. I don't even know where that's at though. And then slicing off his testicles and eating them is now being sued in another incident that attorneys say is also leaned straight out of a horror movie. Oh, so he's getting sued for a whole nother incident.
Jesus Christ.
The plaintiff, a New York man, is suing Mark Litanuski.
That's the guy, Mark Litanuski.
Yeah, what the fuck? Who authorities said stabbed and slit the throat of Kevin Bacon in December. In the new case, James Carlson alleges he took a bus to Michigan from his home in Suffolk County for consensual erotic activity known as BDSM. What does that stand for? I don't
hold on. BDSM, bondage, dominant, submissive. I forgot what that means. I think it's either it's not master. You know what's funny? Big.
Bro, look at this. If I would have kept fucking reading it, bro, it literally says it. That's so funny. BDSM, bondage. Look at my ADD ass. Bondage, discipline, and submission. Where's the M? Yeah. I don't get the M. Okay, so there's nothing for the M then.
I think it's dominance.
I got you. Litanuski's husband, Jamie Arnold, but ended up. Oh yeah, let me reread this because I got lost. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck BDSM was. In the new case, James Carlson alleges he took a bus to Michigan from his home in Suffolk County for consensual sex. Litanuski's husband, Jamie Arnold, with Litanuski's husband, Jamie Arnold, but ended up tied up and terrified and ultimately escaped. Wow. Mark Litanuski must answer for the heinous acts committed against our client.
And just scroll down. Look at that dude's face. He's smiling. This fucking
the dude who was eating the fucking balls?
That's the one. Mark Lewinsky booking photo. Murder and mutilation of Kevin Bacon on December 28th. Bro.
Son, that's crazy. Yo, that is true. Look at that shit. That's a good point. That big house. Is he rich? That's a great point to make, actually, because I feel like a lot of the crazy shit, like not Weinstein, but him too. But who's the guy who hung himself, quote unquote?
Weinstein.
Allegedly.
No, Epstein.
Yeah, Epstein. Like all these rich motherfuckers, they're the ones doing the freakiest shit.
Yeah, they're fucking weird though.
They must pick a power. Like, what is it? Like, why are they? Like, why?
So, Jesus, we're all over the map on this one. So, from what I understand, based off of some of the stuff that I've looked up, some of the stuff that I've read, some of the stuff that I've heard on podcasts, when big name people, so let's say head of companies, right, specifically men, because they're always in charge, they're telling people, hey, you need to go do this. I need you to go do that. They're the dominant aspect. They are the ones who like to be submissive to the woman. So that's why when they get into BDSM, they're doing weird shit. And I think it's just not a chemical imbalance, but it's definitely a kink that they have. So yeah. I don't know why. I mean, there's always, like, people say it, like with women, oh, she probably had daddy issues. Well, it's the same thing for men. Men can have mama issues with a woman who is who is very dominant, and because they grow up to be these powerful men, that when it comes time to unwind for them, they need a dominant woman to tell them what to do. Go look to what's her name in from dusk till dawn, Salma Hayek. She tells George Clooney, "You'll be my slave, and you'll lick the dog shit from the bottom of my boot." People will actually do that.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I've been asked to do some crazy things. Shout out to Kendra Less. I'm playing.
But yeah, that's our podcast. We talk about crazy shit, and the very last one that we did before we had to take a break. We would have had a episode released today, but Big Jim's not feeling too good. He's a bit under the weather. We actually talked about my grandmother, my nanny. She'd fucking kill me if she heard me say grandmother. Yeah, we talked about her. We had a couple stories about her and how Big Jim and her, after her having open heart surgery, they believe, and I also wholeheartedly believe too, is that they saw a ghost in Arizona. To kind of give you a quick story, my nanny had open heart surgery. She had really bad heart attack. My dad would continuously walk her to get her blood flowing and get her heart pumping and all this other stuff. Well, there's a library in Glendale. It's the Glendale Public Library, and they had just recently put in a memorial for Pearl Harbor. And when they went over there and saw these trees, which have the names of all the soldiers that died on their leaves, they were sitting there reading the names, and this gentleman was there, and my nanny and him started having a conversation. For I think 20 some odd minutes, excuse me. And then my nanny got a little tired and was like, "All right, hey Jim, let's go." So he's walking her with a walker, and they maybe get 20 yards, maybe. And my nanny wanted to turn around and say goodbye and wave to him. They said bye, but they wanted to do it one more time. And as they turn around, the dude was gone. Now, according to what my dad was saying, is like he was a heavyset guy, and he also walked with a cane and a limp. So he's not running down the fucking block in 20 yards. Like he's not running a 440 or something like that, you know? Mm-hmm. He's an older guy. And they turn around and the dude was just gone. And in the last episode, I pulled it up on our video. There's nothing that he could hide anywhere. There's cactus, there's bushes.
You guys pull up like
the street view
memorial and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's nothing that he can hide behind. So, and my dad was like, we maybe got 20 yards and turned around, and this dude was gone. And he was like, I could smell his fucking cologne. I remember touching his jacket because the dude started getting emotional and crying about all of his colleagues or his war buddies.
Yeah. And there was a story like that. My uncle had told us, and he was like, his car had broken down, and like he needed some gas, or whatever. And someone like pulled up and like he may have been exaggerating a little bit, or maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I don't want to sound like too off the wall with it. We used to like a white Cadillac, and he was like in an all white suit and shit like that. And then he took him to the gas station and like got him some food, or whatever, and dropped him back off. And he gave him like a card. He's like, if you ever need anything in the area, like just call me and like let me know. So when my uncle got, and this is back before cell phones and shit like that. So when he got to where he was going, they picked up the house phone. I think it was my grandma's house. And he went to call him just to tell him thank you and shit like that. And the lady answered the phone, picked up, started like just bawling, started crying. She was like, he's been dead for like 2 years, some shit like that. And that story has always resonated with me. Yeah. Like I don't get into like big into ghost stories, but that one like hit me. I'm like, yo, that's fucking crazy. Like, yeah,
nuts, bro. That's fucking nuts. That's nuts.
You see what I'm saying? But we definitely gotta do this Michigan one because I was gonna go all in on it, but I want to save it for like your show because I know you're gonna tell me about it, man. I'm reading like more onto this right now too. It's fucking crazy, bro.
Hey, I just love sharing knowledge. That's all. I just love sharing knowledge and fucking talking, man.
Shit is wild. Real quick before I wrap this up, you want to get some picks in for this Saturday?
Who's oh yeah. Let me see.
Calvin Cater and Max Holloway. I'll pull it up. I'll get on the screen for you.
Okay.
It's actually a really good card. Last night too, I had on my man Michael Nichol. He trains with Chaos Williams, and yeah, it was kind of last minute live, late night, whatever. But It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Piece of things together. We roll with this. How he is at the speakeasy.
It's all good. Hey, you know what? Hold on. Before we go any further, big shout out to Memnon Warrior, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I got him on my show too. Emmanuel
bro,
Q.
Yes, big shout out to him. He just got signed pro and is with Showtime Pettis' fight team now.
I saw that. So hey, I got Game on the show. I'm gonna get him
man.
on the show.
I had him on early in our show, and cool fucking dude, man. Cool fucking dude. Like he responds back to everybody. He's fucking awesome, and
really,
I wish him the best of luck because he's a phenomenal fucking fighter. Like when Street Beefs put him in, that head kick is the one that definitely put him on the map.
Yeah. Sports Center started talking about it.
Yeah, Sports Center, fucking everybody. But he was on Street Beefs before any of that. And what's funny is when I had him on, he's like, when I kicked him in the head, we had a 10-minute break. That's what the camera doesn't show because he fucking cut his head.
Yeah, they do that in Street Beefs because there's sometimes where like guys are almost losing, but they stop the fight because they don't do the blood because they're not like an actual.
Yeah, they're not sanctioned or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop into this UFC and then I'll probably let you dip and get in some basketball. Do you watch basketball?
I do not.
Well, you know what? Let's do this then. Let's get these picks. Because there's some big drama going on in basketball. We'll get into it though. I know.
Okay.
Some people craving and talking about some basketball. We talking about people eating balls and shit.
Oh. All right.
We all over the place. All right.
Who we got?
It's actually a pretty good card, bro. Right. These guys we can skip over. This guy did knock out though Michel Pereira, the fucking wild dude. He knocked him out. One of the only dudes to do it. But Joaquin Buckley, bro, on this card, fucking fighting again. I'm not familiar with who he's fighting, but I'm assuming you're taking him, or do you know who he's fighting?
I do not know who he's fighting, but I will be taking Joaquin because that fucking kick, that tornado kick from hell, is fucking wild, bro.
Knockout of the fucking year, bro.
If that doesn't win knockout of the year, I'd be very fucking surprised.
Oh, it did. Don't worry.
It did.
Yep. He posted it on Instagram the other day. Santiago Ponzinibbio returning back against Li Jingliang, which hasn't had like all of the wins, Li Jingliang, but he's a performer. And Ponzinibbio was almost on the cusp of a title shot before his injury or whatever happened.
He was, yeah. I think based off of performance, I'll probably go with Lee.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. This is an old school one too for all the old school MMA. This fight to anyone who doesn't watch MMA who's like still listening. This card's on ABC. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. The main event, at least for sure. But Carlos Condit was
how crazy is that? It's gonna be on fucking ABC.
That's fucking wild. It's super dope for the sport of MMA though.
It is. Shit, man. This is two really good fucking fighters that I've been a huge fan of, both of them. It's kind of hard to pick. I think Matt Brown for sure. Matt Brown's a fucking killer, bro.
I just saw too. I don't know how I've never seen this before. Have you ever seen Matt Brown's knockout of Diego Sanchez?
When he hit him with the fucking elbow?
Bruh, caught his kick. Like it was like some Mortal Kombat shit too. It was like, whoop, okay.
Yeah.
Eat that.
Yeah.
That's
and
Conor McGregor would say.
Slapped him. Like, dude,
yes.
Sanchez ate the fucking mat.
Yes. Ate the mat like that guy balls. I can't get that out of my head. Main event of the night, Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar. Who you got? It's one of the heartbreakers, man. This
is kind of a hard one to pick because they're both phenomenal fighters. Max Holloway is a great fighter. Qatar hits like a son of a bitch, but I'm definitely more of the humble kind of fellow. So I'll go Holloway.
Holloway, yeah, I actually got to meet Holloway in Hawaii. He's a super humble dude. Oh yeah, bro. When I pulled up on him, he was fucking sweeping like the outside of his gym, like
no shit.
Outside. Yeah, and super cool. And at the time, he's a champion too. It's like, bro, you're champion of the world. Like,
you don't have to do like you can have.
You're out here.
You know what I mean?
Bro, I'll do it. Come like, yeah, that's super dope. I'll probably be posting that, bragging about that. I'll probably do that later today.
Wait, before we go, let me ask you this: Connor or Poirier?
Poirier.
Poirier?
Yeah, I think Poirier. I think Poirier's chin has more damage on it, and Conor obviously has the capability of knocking him out. Like that's what he does. But I also think that Conor, PC Conor, I guess isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like part of him and part of his success is like getting in guys' heads and all the shit talk, you know? And like after punching the old man and you know, whatever sexual allegations were caused up against him, I feel like that like affects him in a way.
Yeah.
Like obviously distraction training wise too, but like just getting in people's head, like that was his fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit talking, and he's PC Conor now. Almost. We'll see. Maybe we'll talk. Yeah.
I think he's gonna do what he did with Cerrone, and not put him out in like 30 or 45 seconds or however long that fight was, but how he was very preserved, right? Because before that fight, he wasn't going, "Oh fuck you, Cerrone, fuck this." He even congratulated his mom after the fight. So I think he's gonna lay back, let it sit for a second. He's like, listen, I've already fought this guy before, and really, if you think about it, he's not been doing nothing but homework and watching Poirier.
I have to give him like those benefits. I'll say this though on Cerrone, he's like, come on, he's like 40. You know what I'm saying? He's like getting up there, or he's slowing down a little bit.
That's one person that I wish had the fucking belt, man. If he can have it at least one time.
At least a shot at it. I feel like he could have been deserving of that. But better go grab a gun. I don't know what the fuck's going on now.
Fucking Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming on, man. I'm probably tapping some basketball.
Jesus Christ.
Hey man, I'll let you go take care of that, man. Hey, thanks for tapping in.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for having me on. Again, if you guys please go check out Botox with Big Jim Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram. If you go to our Flow page, it has everything on there. We are big beer drinkers too. So on our Flow page, that's flow.page/BTWBJ. There's a link to where you guys can buy us a beer. We'll give you a shout out. And it's all fun talking shit of a son and a dad.
We gotta schedule something. I definitely want to talk about that the Michigan fucking
Me too. Me too. Me too, man.
Hey, thanks for tapping in, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother. Anytime.
I'll see you.
Have a good one.
I was thinking about ending the stream, but I do want to look up this James Harden stuff while I'm live on air, because why not? And shout out to both for coming through. Shout out to Jur. Shout out to everybody in the comment section too, helping carry on. Shout out to Ben dropping the actually Devin the whole time. Let me send this up to my people too. Let me get them involved. I'm looking up the James Harden stuff right now. Give me 1 sec, guys. I know I'm doing this live. If it's rude, if it's bad, it's whatever. But I want to see what's going on with James Harden shit. Let me make sure my girl too. All right, James Harden wants out of Houston. If you guys haven't seen it already, I'll see if I get it on the screen too. Philly wants Harden plus PJ Tucker. The Rockets want Simmons. Bro, if I'm Philly, I'm giving up Ben Simmons. Like, I'm sorry. At this point, I get it. He can have a career without shooting the ball. He doesn't necessarily need to shoot the ball. But like at this point in his career, like if he's not popping off with a shot, and like we haven't won yet with the combination of him and Joel, give me James Harden, bro. Like give me, or you could have Ben Simmons. And again, that's not to say that you can't win with Ben Simmons, but I don't know if Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. I feel like James Harden, Joel Embiid is a great combination, in my opinion. You got to pick and roll there, obviously. You got the fact that James Harden pop threes all day and everything he doesn't get, Joel can clean up. Like, that's a Shaq and Kobe combination. You know what I'm saying? That's a new era Shaq and Kobe. and I'm not trying to suspect Shaq and Cody, but come on now. DeMarcus Cousins rips Harden. Rockets big man on Harden's comments last night. The disrespect started way before any interview. Ooh. So that's the fucking news of the day. James Harden may be out of Houston. By the end of today, the team has separated him from everybody else. Just heads up for everyone. If you see this guy, ignore him. He's trying. Sorry, guys. I'm reading some shit. Boom. Here. Ready? Boom. I'm sending a link to my DSA members, man. If they want to hop in, talk some sports, I gotta holler at them. You know what I'm saying? That's a squad. I wanted to get someone in to talk about some basketball real quick though, man. Because I really want to find out what's going on. I've been live right now reading. Pistons have 13 game losing streak versus Bucks. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, we can talk Pistons Bucks. If you guys want? Is there much to talk about though? Like we're gonna get killed, get fucking cleaned up. It ain't shit to talk about there. I want to see this James Harden drama. I'll probably play a video if no one's hopping in. I might wrap this one up though because I've been live for a minute now. James Harden. I don't understand why these motherfuckers. Anyway, James Harden post game. Here we go from last night. Let's put on. If you guys are just tuning in, we're talking about James Harden. He wants out of the Houston, and he just may get that wish. We're gonna find out. Goddamn commercials. All right, YouTube, get your fucking head in. Even though I'm not getting paid for this shit, motherfucker. Goddamn. Get on with the fucking ad. All right, here we go.
James, are you surprised that y'all never made a run at all? Made a run at all in this one?
We're just not good enough. We don't. Obviously, chemistry, talent-wise, just everything, and it was clear. Like I said, these last few games, they just from the beginning of the game, they were just aggressive. Veteran team, obviously, championship team, and one of the best teams that we have in this league. I love this city. I literally, done everything that I can. This situation is crazy. It's something that I don't think can be fixed. So, yeah, thanks.
Damn. I saw that this morning. I think everybody knew that James Harden was, wanted out. It's been discussed before the NBA season even started. But the question is, like, where does he go? Shout out to Benjamin Foe. He says goes to Mark Stein's Twitter. I'm on Mark Stein's Twitter page right now. And he says the Rockets are pursuing a trade package from the 76ers that would be headlined by Ben Simmons and Tyrese Maxey. That'd be a great trade for them. I think Tyrese Maxey's shown some crazy shit as a rookie that looks very impressive. And obviously Ben Simmons is Ben Simmons. I think we know what he is at this point. He's a phenomenal player. He's great on defense. Get you the buckets inside, but he also he's not shot creator for himself. I can't say that, but he creates shots for other people as well. Houston is increasingly determined to complete a James Harden trade as soon as today. League sources say that and has chased promising Maxey in addition to Simmons. It'd be dope. I know here in Detroit, this is maybe pipe dream. Nobody, you guys know, like the Heat, and a lot of people that hate James Harden, but I would be mad if Detroit made a move. I don't know if we have the assets to do it, but I would not be mad at all. I wouldn't touch Harden with a 10-inch pole. Damn, 10-foot pole, 10-inch pole. What the fuck was I thinking? Harden and Embiid won't work. Both are overweight. Man, stop that. People come in. Look, these dudes, okay, they're overweight. They're still dropping, doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? On these guys in the NBA, night to night. I think the combination of them will allow them to break, for being the guy. I think especially a shooter like James Harden. This is like another. Oh, disrespect. I'm not gonna say this. No, I'm saying it. This is a less version of Shaq and Kobe. This happens. James Harden, Joel Embiid, but Joel Embiid could actually shoot. He hit free throws and shit. Like James Harden's gonna put up however many threes he puts up all the time, as much as he normally does. But now he's got Joel Embiid to grab the boards, either clean up and put them back up, or shoot them up himself, or send back to him. Either or. It's I think Harden and Embiid could work. I think and for real too. I could agree with this point. Shout out to Benjamin Foy. He says, nah, on a serious note, Harden's ego is way too high. He's glorified Paul George in his Pacer years. James Harden's better than fuck. Depends who you like, what you like as like your players and whatnot. But I think James Harden is actually pretty good. I think he's really actually underrated. I used to hate on James Harden because the whole defense thing. But like the fact that he was getting to where he was getting with different teams, like year after year, like he was Game 7 with the Warriors, and they were missing Chris Paul, and you could say that's the reason they lost. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he went there with it's not like the Warriors like now or like when LeBron beat them. You know what I'm saying? It was the Warriors that were questionably the greatest team of all time. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors with Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, all healthy. Draymond Green, like DeMarcus Cousins wasn't healthy, I don't believe. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the team that James Harden was testing. So like there's something there. It's like to turn an eye to it and say there isn't, especially if you're team in the Eastern Conference, like you grab that piece, because if he's doing that in the Western Conference of the NBA, he's doing it in the Eastern Conference. We have less than 500 teams making it into the playoffs. Like you're gonna at least make the finals. And like good or bad, I guess as a franchise, like if you want a championship, I think you can do it with James Harden. But more than that, if you want to sell money, you sell money. If you want to sell jerseys, you want to sell tickets, that's a guy you bring into your franchise, like 1,000%. Excitement alone. I mean, why not? Get in the headlines. Let people talk about you. James Harden has worse defense than Philip Rivers' wife's birth control. Oh, damn. My man Kurtzy with the fire, bro. Make sure you guys go follow comments from the Peanut Gallery if you love talking MMA. Kurtzy, I'm kind of sad you just now in because we were talking hella MMA earlier. I had Life of Jer was on here too, and Bo Talks to Big Jim. We were talking about Israel Adesanya versus Jan Blachowicz. PG got consistently knocked out by the Heat, hardened by the Warriors. That's all they'll live on. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing though. I feel like, in all due respect to that Heat, but we see them like struggle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jermaine Davis, the motherfucker building. What up though? But we seen the Heat team struggle to win championships against the Spurs and whatnot. Like with the Warriors, it was never that. The only type of struggle they had was James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Like the Warriors were cleaning up everybody. LeBron James, arguably the greatest of all time. In my opinion, the best of all time. The greatest of all time is Michael Jordan. Some people get that confused, but I think being the great and being the best is like two different things. But that's the only person that gave them a struggle with the fucking like elite team was James Harden. So I think you gotta respect what he's done, man. You got to. But I can see that comparison a little bit. Yeah, maybe. That was some of the funnest like series to watch too, man. The Heat and the Pacers. That's crazy. I feel bad for the Pacers organization. Do they have any like championships? They've always had teams that like were there. I know in the Pistons era they had some. They had some tough teams. Reggie Miller, one of like the most iconic moments as a Detroit Pistons fan was Tayshaun hitting that block. I know back. Yeah, CP3. Let's see. The Warriors didn't struggle because every series they played had an injured star. Let's not forget. Who was hurt? Ooh, Benjamin Deep. All right, but CP3 was hurt in Game 7, though. And didn't they win a couple games without him, too? CP3, Kawhi, Mike Conley. But even then, bro, I mean, even the next year beyond that, because they won, what, two chips? And they went to that third. And the third, they were the ones hurt. And to be honest with you, to be fair, all due respect to Mike Conley, come on now. Are we really missing Mike Conley? Like, look what happened to the Grizzlies after he left, you know? What's the Grizzlies, a team I was excited to watch this year. Not off to a hot start. Let me pull up too. I don't want to watch like the Western Conference. Nah. Can't play that. We'll get kicked off YouTube. Let's see what John Wall had to say. I know he spoke on it. Talking pre-KD also on the Mike Conley one. They have 2 hurt starters. The Warriors are the... Yeah, I think Anthony Davis did get hurt in that series towards the end. That's the thing, too. Shout out to, like, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, like, for sure, like, phenomenally talented players. But, like, I feel like fucking Anthony Davis is always hurt, bro. I feel like that's not a good investment if you're a fucking NBA team. I feel like if last year was a full season, the Lakers don't win the championship because Anthony Davis barely made it through the finals. And they still barely beat a lesser team hurt.
Leonardo
said on it. James
or
John Wall.
Harden just openly criticized you, said you weren't as good as a team, and that he thinks the situation has no solution. Do you have something to say about it?
No comment.
Mark Bremen.
John, can you take us through what you've been through in terms of dealing with the migraine and just back out playing?
Yeah, I've been dealing with it for years. It ain't nothing new. You just take a day off and try to get some sleep and take some medicine that the doctors give me and stay hydrated as much as possible. So I came in today, was fine. Then that was not a problem. The reason why the game was bad as it was. But I was fine coming to the game today.
John, are you surprised that y'all didn't make a run to try to really make it a game?
To be honest, man, I mean, with a team like that, it's a championship team. You know what I mean? Just in our reality, when they score, do anything, they all stand up there cheering for each other. You know what I mean? So that's what those great teams do. We're one of those teams that's still trying to find chemistry, trying to find what we are, what our identity are. So when you deal with that as an aspect, we don't even stand up sometimes when guys score or do the little things. And when that happens, it trickles down from 1 to 15 to kind of can hurt a team. And when we play the good teams like the Lakers or those teams that's a playoff team, we tend to struggle when we play the way we play at times. But when we play teams that's not as good and those bad teams where I've been on the bad teams before, you kind of can get away with anything.
Jonathan Fagan.
John, James said he didn't think the chemistry and talent-wise, it was clear. He didn't think it can be fixed. Do you think it can be fixed? And can it be fixed if he doesn't think it can be?
He's entitled to his own opinion. I mean, I can't control what he thinks about the team or what we feel like we are.
So disrespectful.
I know how much hard work these guys have put into this training camp and going through preseason to work hard to try to get better every day. I know how work I've put into the last 2 years.
John Wall really just wants to call him a bitch. Absolutely.
What I think I can do as a leader.
I'm surprised, especially with Boogie being in the locker room, that there hasn't been a fight or something like that, you know?
We starting off, this is not where we wanted to go. And I feel like we kind of got set back by when we had a lot of guys like me, DeMarcus, Eric Gordon. Mason had to miss the first 2 games of the season. So the difficult thing we had to do it, but we all knew coming into this with the COVID-19 going on, it's going to be certain protocols and healthy protocols and guys testing positive where you're going to have to rotate your starting lineup, your rotation at time, and you kind of feel back a little bit.
Thank you.
What I think sucks for this team too,
JC Novus,
is that like they can't demand maximum value for him now too because he's become like a detriment to the team. And that's where I have an issue. If you want to be traded, is one thing. You know what I'm saying? State that, and like as a franchise, we can make that happen for you. But like when you're publicly making statements, or you're not showing up to things, and like you're headlining in the news and stuff like that, like you're making it harder to trade you. You know what I'm saying? Because like I want to listen. Days aren't working. We want you gone, bro. But we need to get your fucking all-star. You're your MVP, scoring champion of the league. Like we want to make sure that what we're getting back is equivalent in value. It's like when you go out in the public and you're fucking like bashing the team, you're not showing up to practice, you're just disrespectful. Like, bro, just play your role, bro. They paid you so much money. They restructured your contract before they even had to. They never had to do any of that stuff for you. Like Show some damn respect. I guess maybe because the Rockets have new ownership. I know the Fertitta brothers or the Fertittas are like invested into them now. Daryl Morey's gone. Maybe that's why he has no respect there because there's no relationship built between them. But like, I guess as a fucking employer, bro, and I get like no one owns you. That's part of the reasons why I'm podcasting. You know what I'm saying I want to do this. I want this to be my job. But like, don't like be fair. Like I'm saying, let's work this out to where it's like fucking like we're both happy. You know, like, bro. If at this point too, bro, if I'm the fucking like, if I'm the Rockets and I really want to be an asshole, I'm trading to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying I'm picking up every single first round pick they have for the next 20 years. Like, don't be an asshole, bro. Make this shit easy on me. If that's what I'm looking at as a GM. Boogie, I seen Boogie already made a statement. He said the disrespect started before any interview, and it did, bro. But when he didn't show up, it's blatant disrespect to Boogie and John Wall, to guys who've battled back from injuries, you know, to like prove themselves. And he's just saying like, nah, you're not the old you. Harden putting that Houston, Atlanta, Vegas scripper snatch on the pedestal over winning championships. This year, yeah. In the past, maybe. I don't know. We've all competed to some extent. We've all been like a basketball court, even through like maybe just a park and whatnot. Like, and maybe people are different. People are different. I will fully admit that. But like, it's fun. It's fun to compete. And if you're doing it at that level where you're like making a legacy and building a name for yourself, I gotta believe that he truly like wants to win and shit like that. And I think that's what he's saying now too. He's saying that a little bit. I can't believe I'm defending James Harden. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm defending James Harden. I see it both ways, but dude got a crazy ego and not the veteran to put him in place. That is very true. That is very true. Yo, get the fuck out of here. This shit ain't real. Who's trolling me right now? That's hilarious. Shout out to Rachel Osovich and her team. Hit subscribe, please. Hey, by the way, everybody, too, I'm really trying to hit this 1K. I didn't do it before year. We got suspended, RIP 2021, posting blood on YouTube. So it slowed me down a little bit, but such disrespect, I agree with these. Yeah, it's just hella disrespectful, man, to the franchise. Like, let me do what I gotta do to get you out of here, bro. But guys, if you can't hit the subscribe button, hit that share button. Help your boy hit that 1K. It truly, truly, truly would mean a lot to me. This is like something I'm trying to do full time. Got me in my basement talking into nothing for an hour and 42 minutes. That's crazy. I wish they traded him to Detroit. I said the same thing, bro. I said the same thing. 6 people watching, coming for JRE. You hear that? You hear that? Your internet's poo-poo. My internet is kind of garbage. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to AT&T. We love to partner with you. Giveaway with our King Apparel merch. Yo, if this is like a real thing, I would love to do that. Fucking that. I mean, I don't think it's a real thing. I think I'm being trolled right now, but I love King Apparel. That's where I get my jiu-jitsu gis. I want to partner up with them either way. So who do you want to even have Harden when he does this? So who would even want to have Harden after he does this? I think if he's playing competitively and he has an opportunity to win, I think get a different version of James Harden. I mean, we've seen it, right? I think he's just tired of the stuff in Houston. Like I said, there's new leadership there between ownership and the general manager and president and whatnot. So I think there's a lack of disrespect and no relationship there at all. But the respect has to come either way. It has to come either way if you want to get successful in any relationship, even outside of basketball. With my girl, I got to be respectful of her time and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like with Rachel Ostovich, you know what I'm saying? I got to be respectful of her time too. Shit. Email me, bookingrachelostovich@gmail.com. We would love to partner with you. Oh, so that's for sure a fake email, but I will email you. # no troll zone. I don't believe you. Follow me on Instagram, Rachel Ostovich. Message me on Instagram if this is you. But shout out to Rachel Ostovich, the baddest woman in the game of MMA. If you guys don't know, make sure you check her out. So who would want to even have Harden after this? So that's a good question. I would love to have him. I would love to have him here in Detroit. I'm keeping it real. He may not want to be here in Detroit, but he's putting himself in that situation where he can land in Detroit. He can land in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? He can land in Cleveland. Like, if you're being disrespectful like that, bro, and like I can't get you off for like what I need to, if I can't break off a decent amount of value back for you, then I'm about to trade you to Detroit, bro. Like, you're going somewhere where, like, you know what I'm saying, you're just gonna be a guy who puts up numbers. When CP3 ran PG, Harden purposely take himself out of plays. Yo, that's just crazy. I do remember like reading that shit. I do remember that. But to be fair, Harden is a head case. I understand he's a franchise player, but there's no way he's coming to Detroit. He's definitely not coming to Detroit. If we were to make that work, I'm trying to think like what pieces I'd be willing to break off to make that work. The other thing too, in effect, with this trade is that the cap space has to make sense too. I wish Pistons Talk was on. He has a website. He goes to man. Let's do that. Let's find this website. How to bring money to Detroit, one strip club at a time. Oh my god, that's the line of the day, man. Let's see. I want to look up. I think it's NBA Trade Machine. Let's see. I'm gonna find it out. Let's see if we want James Harden as a Detroit Piston. Let's look at what we have to do. Why not? Let's entertain it. I'll entertain it. Sounds fun. I'll get it on screen too, so you guys can help out. Let me find the Rockets. The Rockets 3-6. Yo, this website's legit. I can't cap. What up, though, MA Genie? Did you get your interview in with Did you get your interview in with Amanda? Did you guys do that already? Let me know. Let me know, baby. All right, guys. So on screen, we have an NBA trade machine. If you guys don't know, your boy Eazy is a Detroit Pistons fan. Sorry if you guys are here from MMA. Sorry if you guys are here for football. But James Harden is on the market. Trade to Pistons. But, oh, well, hold on. Let me undo that trade. How do I see if it's, like, eligible? I have to, like, how do I, oh, man, I wish my guy Pistons Talk was here. Because there was somewhere he said, I had it set up in a way the last time we were messing around with this thing. It told us if it was an invalid trade or not. And that's what I'm trying to get it to say right now, but I guess maybe we're not. It's just going to tell me I can trade anybody I want. Like, what the fuck? After that? Let's try this. I'll add James Harden and Blake Griffin. I'll press enter. Nope, that doesn't work. Enter. Is it a thing? Huh. Let me undo these trades then. So maybe this isn't the website that I was on. The other one that we were on before, legit. Like, it'll tell you couldn't do a trade because of fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, like draft situations. Draft earlier, you know, exchange team, whatever. If you guys know a better site, let me know. If I got to set up this one a different way, I will do that too. But that would have been fun to play with, to see what actually like happened. Okay. If I were the Pistons, I try to work out something, but no picks. I mean, if we trade Blake and Plumlee and only get 2 second-round picks, I'll do it. But if they ask for a first-round pick, hell no. Man, I'm giving up a first-round pick. Fuck. I don't know, actually. Because here's the thing. When you get James Harden, your first-round pick isn't going to be a lottery pick. Like, I think you can say that for sure. Like, oops. I didn't even mean to click on that one. I think you mean Trade Machine off ESPN. I guess, man. Yeah, because I swear I used this one before, but I guess I didn't. Because this definitely isn't the same one that I was messing around with. Oh, here we go. In Cat Manager. Let's see. This is the one. I'll test it out too before I put it on the screen. Let's get the Pistons in here. And let's get the Rockets in here. All right, now let's see. Trade the Pistons. Oh, I found exactly what I needed. Here we go. Share the screen. Boom. Boom. Hey, my man. All right, so obviously we got to get rid of Blake Griffin. Because cap space. James Harden carries a cap space of $41 million. Blake Griffin has 36. He's going to be in that trade. This is the thing. Let's not forget, too, our GM, Troy Weaver. He was in OKC when James Harden was there, I think. I don't know. I could be lying on my ass. Very possible, strong possibility I'm lying on my ass. But maybe he was. All right, so damn, our cap space is fucked up. Is this? Try trade. Let's see. Wow. So, I mean, that's not going to happen. We'll probably have to give up some first-round picks and whatnot. But that trade works. Okay. So I'm thinking, what kind of picks we got? So we have 2021 second-round pick from Brooklyn. Okay. Brooklyn's going to have a shitty fucking season. I'm just kidding. Brooklyn's going to have a shitty draft pick. You can have that. Our first-round pick from this year, if we're getting James Harden, we're most likely making the playoffs, therefore not going to be a lottery pick. You can have that. We'll protect it, though, from the top 10, just in case, you know what I'm saying, we get the lazy James, we get the chubby James. You know what I'm saying? If we're keeping it real, they're going to want some more. They're definitely going to want some more draft capital to 2023. How long is James Harden's contract? I can't see it right now. Let's see. James Harden signed for 3 years. Okay, so you know what? Will most likely be in the playoffs that year too. You can have that one, and to give you the benefit of doubt, you have that one unprotected, top 3 protected. There you go. I mean, this trade is going to work. I already know if we press try. It's just if it works for the Rockets. That's the question. Cap space wise, we're both in the negative, so it's just free for all. That's crazy that John Wall and James Harden on the $41 million contracts. That shit's insane. Let me go to the comments. What y'all saying? We still got my man Eazy. Are you going to get into UFC predictions soon? We actually we did it. We did some UFC predictions a little bit earlier, but you don't watch basketball. I'm sorry, man. Hey, but tonight we are going live. Damn, MMA Genie going hard at her, bro. We are going live tonight. Talk MMA. It's gonna be me, Life of Jur, and MMA Island. I think Chris from MMA Island. MMA Island's got a bunch of people, so I'm not sure which guy. But NBA Trade Machine, I think we're gonna have to come off the draft capital if we want to make it work. It's just gonna have to be what it is if we're keeping it real. But I mean, is there any other things you want to play around with? Like, I mean, like, because Blake's gone. You know what I'm saying? You know they're probably gonna want though. Real talk is a combination of Blake. How do I clear this one up? Let's see. Reset. They'll probably love the combination of Blake and D Rose, but is that what we're giving up? Boring. The Pistons one's boring because we know what pieces we're giving up is Blake and fucking future like draft picks and whatnot. I'm cool with doing that because like, our future draft picks are gonna be some low picks, bro. They're not gonna be like worth, you know. Definitely tap it in, Genie. I'm gonna have you join us at some point too. How about this trade? Trade Boogie and Harden for Plumlee and Blake, and 2 first-round picks, 2023, 2024. They're not gonna do that. What? You get 2 all? Nah, they're not gonna do that. Boogie is like he's still coveted, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I can't see Boogie being a part of the Harden trade. I think they brought Boogie there to be a piece because they want to win. Yeah, I mean, I would do that trade, but like Boogie obviously hates Harden at this point. I don't know if you guys seen he made a statement talking about the disrespect started before, and he motherfucking damn Christian Wood only 214. He need a cheeseburger. He needs some milk. Yeah, I'd rather keep D Rose too, man. Guys, I am running on 2 hours though on the stream. I'm probably gonna hop off, but I am gonna be back on tonight. I'm gonna try to do this every day, honestly. If you guys enjoyed it, if you guys ever want to join too, just let me know. I'll shoot you the link. It's a Speak Easy, baby. Try to hit that 1K, so please help us hit that. Shout out to Rachel Osovich troll account. I hope she subscribed because we want to hit that 1K. Make sure you guys hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram too. If you ever like want to talk, it's big news break spin, man. I know you on top of it, man. Please hit me on the gram, man. I would love to talk about it either with you or just like on live. It is what it is. We got some people too. Heck yeah, tonight 10 p.m. EST. Yes, sir. I'll keep it posted on Instagram too. I forgot to post on Instagram. I was going live on here. Him and his knee. High Booker boot are tripping too. Yeah, man. James Harden is tripping. Hey, tell me this. How you feel about Killian Hayes? I'm still high on him, I think. You know what I'm saying? This is a rookie year. I'm trying to think of some rookies who struggled the first years that weren't like actual projects. Because this guy's like, you could say, okay, Greek Freak. You could say, a guy like Greek Freak, I'm not comparing to Killian Hayes. Because Greek Freak's like struggles with basketball was because he never really played basketball. He's just an athletic freak who got thrown into it. Killian isn't that. Killian's been playing since he's like, his dad played professionally. So we could only assume he's been playing as long as he's been able to. So I am kind of disappointed with what we've seen out of him, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'm keeping it real with you. But I think, I'm still high on him. I gotta assume that he's going to do something at some point. He can't be what we've seen. I think he needs to get his confidence. If he gets his confidence underneath his feet and starts taking some more shots on the inside, it'll start opening some things up. I think he's a good passer for sure. I think we all can attest to that and agree to that. It's just, can he score? That's the other missing piece, because if you're scoring, then you're opening things up for your offense too, man. Shout out to Curtsy, man. Shout out to Curtsy in the motherfucking building, man. Thanks for being honest, big dog. Hey, it's no problem, Jermaine, man. I'm gonna keep it real. That's what I do at the Speakeasy, man. Some people hate it, some people love it. I'm gonna say some things you don't like too. I'm gonna say some things you guys like. I'm gonna say some things you don't like. I'm not gonna be like the dude like, it's gonna do this year. It's third year. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Lions in a whole fucking bunch of trouble, debacle here in Detroit for our football team, but our basketball team looking like they're on the up and up, man. Looking on the up and up. Heading out. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you later, man. Hey, I'll see everybody else later too, man. If you guys want to talk some MMA, we will be live tonight at 10 p.m. With MMA Island and Life of Jer. But peace out, guys. I gotta get going. It's 2 hours on this motherfucker.